Ooh. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Trill G. For a lot of you guys, Maxwell Frith is who you guys prefer to talk to. So here's your chance. You know what I mean? Cause like Trill G is that nigga has problems. You guys know. If you've been and watched all my videos, you seen this evolution. I got problems. But Maxwell Frith is the last remnant of energy based on the righteousness passed down from my elders. Ooh, that's sick. So, if you want to be able to actually speak to that guy, hit me up on Clubhouse. Trilogy's not on Clubhouse. Trilogy's clout, like GMF, that guy, is what Maxwell Frith is using to heal the wounds created by the emergence of Trilogy, so that GMF can be what it is again. Now, if you've actually been, listening to this clip all the way, like we're 2 minutes into this video is about Clubhouse. Like, it's not really about me, but that's a great way for me to introduce what this whole Clubhouse thing is and potentially how you should be using it. So for instance, there's this big millionaire entrepreneur investor, and he goes by the name JT Fox. And he's really known in the business world because he's a loud businessman. People would maybe compare him to Tony Robbins, but let's not, because, social proof is important. And when it comes to Tony Robbins, he may have had an ugly past, potentially, allegedly, but we know now, at least my generation, we know Tony Robbins to be a very upright and righteous man, helping the community and pushing to help the world. Just like the generation right now knows Jay-Z to be an upright man, helping, and being a good Samaritan. Regardless, Jay-Z did start selling crack to his people to start his career. So, all this to say, Clubhouse is a place where you can take the time and actually fix your brand. There's so many intelligent people around you, and you could choose to be around these intelligent people more than not, that their intelligence should rub off. And the things you were doing incorrect with your business, with your brand, you should slowly be able to fix. Now, the reason why you should be able to fix it, at least slowly, because we all already know the issues we have as individuals. Now, a lot of people are going to go onto this app and not use it to educate themselves. Like, if you're the type of person to watch lectures and things on YouTube, you could potentially replace that content with Clubhouse. You can potentially replace your intellectual knowledge that you dig in on YouTube. You go down rabbit holes watching tech videos, watching nature videos, whatever, by actually speaking to the specialists. Some of the people in those YouTube videos, some of the people in those, or whatever, I just said it, I don't need to say it again. But yeah, the people who are technically important in these specific fields and industries, they're there. It's basically LinkedIn as a conversation. It's basically LinkedIn, the podcast show, you know? And for me, knowing that socially I'm extroverted, but it has not been in the way that I am in real life, in a sense. Not for a long time, not since I got here, right? In terms of my business sense and understanding that I had to really create a very stern shield to get people to understand I'm not fucking around anymore, you know? But sorry. It's important for duality to remain. And what I was losing by having to put my business in that front was my humanity, was my soul. Like to be honest, I don't see Clubhouse as a long-term thing because of that JT Fox model. If JT Fox can do and be who he's being on Clubhouse at this moment, that guy probably has the biggest page on any given day, biggest room, sorry, on any given day. And if you're new, you'll probably get sucked into his room, and all his investor people will be pitching how they can help you, and you could easily find yourself getting a free consultation call and being pitched on some product or on their services. When realistically, Clubhouse is supposed to provide all those services anyways. The reality of being able to be in the room and continue to have the conversation is so you know what I mean? We're in COVID times. I'm not coming to your office, and I don't even really care to pay you. So even in the same essence for myself, I'm a giving person, and I haven't really been able to give through social media the way I want to anymore because the brand that I've created, the best way to say it, it would be juvenile based on where I am in my career to use that brand and what I'm actually standing for and what I actually am pushing for day to day to do that. Trilogy's not messing around like on no fronts, on zero fronts. Trilogy is not joking. There's no joke. Even when there's a joke, it's so that you could get the real message. There's really ever never a joke. But when it comes to Maxwell Frith and the fact that you could type that in right now and find the art page, music videos, and all kinds of cussing, all kinds of ratchetness, and all kinds of whatever. It's not that Trilogy does or doesn't co-sign it. It's just I'm too reserved to ever literally live that way. So while Maxwell Frith is extroverted in his artist expression, it's really a reserved energy for communication day to day with a fan or with the public, or even in terms of the companies I run, have nothing to do with music, but still have the industry energy. You're not gonna call me by my government first name, and you're not gonna call me G. I'm not gonna be there. Maxwell's gonna be there. He wants to be the artist. He wants to go on stage. Okay, well, you have to earn your fans one by one. Go do the work. I've been working already. I'm tired. So, for the folks who don't understand when I speak about myself in third, first, and second person, it's just a great way for me to compartmentalize my brain and understand what time it is. Because we can get confused, especially us weed smokers. We can get confused and forget what time it is. Literally. I'm not trying to ever be that kind of pothead. I smoke weed a lot. So, play games with my mind. It's not a game because life's a game. So if it's a game that is real at this point, that allows me to be genuine about my intentions at all times, understanding that I'm playing a role, right? Like if you're playing a role to your community, what is that role? What character does that role exhibit? And people have to understand the character that Trilogy exhibits versus the energy that I'm going to be pulling onto Clubhouse, or that I have been pulling onto Clubhouse as Maxwell Frith. And the reason the spiel is so long so that you can understand for yourselves whether it is just to reaffirm a brand you already are doing, or to do some backtrack work, or to progress it further. Whatever it is, Clubhouse is a space for that. And it's better for you to be authentic about that situation, about all situations. At the end of the day, due diligence is the real killer. Like, you may get away with acting like you're this and you're that for a certain period of time, but the due diligence is what allows people to truly understand. And these are serious business heads right now. It's invite only, and it started within the elite realm of industry personnel to invite their other industry personnels. That's why I even found out about Clubhouse through industry personnel, but I was actually invited through, my actual industry brethren, and actually was supposed to be again invited before I was already invited by my OG. So, my OG in the music game. So, it's very clear the demographic that's on the platform at this point, and it's allowing me to reestablish my energy with those who already know me, who are coming to the platform and acting like they can't know me because they've only had to and deal with Trilogy. And at the end of the day, the Maxwell Frith energy is not really being understood. So that's why I'm still here doing these videos, because you don't know how to keep it true and real for no. Maxwell Frith is a liar. Like, Maxwell Frith's out here in music videos with girls and like all this stuff while he was like connected to me as a celibate 2-year guy. Like, I was here celibate. Like, are you kidding? But I'm in music videos as Maxwell Frith with y'all. Come on. We have to understand the reality versus what I'm creating. This is a great thing, because I'm pushing this motive whenever I speak on Clubhouse, whenever Maxwell speaks. But it's a division that was brought back to my attention in an interview. I guess, I don't know if it was a conversation prior to the interview or the interview itself, but I have to give it up to Mama Don, for bringing back to my attention how we should be dividing music. And it's a way I've always looked at it. It's a way probably many of you look at it, but it's a great way to just know to look at it and to divide this love for the industry, and probably for any and all industries, but specifically for music, by these 3 ways. First, music as a hobby, right? And understanding that none of these 3 I'm about to mention, I mentioned the first, but none of these 3 are greater or lesser, right? In terms of having love and being passionate, you can show your passion in all 3 ways that I'm going to mention. I already mentioned the first. And you can also make money, crazy loot, or be broke from all 3. All right, so you have the hobbyist, right? And people could say you're a hobbyist because your business is not whatever, so it's still a hobby. No, hobby is the fact that your energy is reserved towards the art. You have your job, you have your life, you do your thing, and in your spare time, in your downtime, you do music. And you don't care that it's the same song you've been working on for the past 5 years. You're just slowly trying to make it the greatest you want it to be. All right? or you're working on 1,000 songs. It doesn't matter, but you really don't have the output for it to really be lucrative, more than trying to be accurately perfect towards your artistic goal. All right, cool. But then we have the music business, where you do have to create an output at some kind of level in order to satisfy a client for them to let go of their hard-earned cash. And that mentality could make it snaky if you're not really that skilled and you're really more on the marketing, and you're marketing that you're this and that and people are buying. Great, whatever. You know, man, I'm at the hustle. So there's that side of it, and there's levels. You could be passionate and you're really there giving every person the greatest output you possibly can. Could still be garbage, doesn't matter. Maybe the person just appreciates your passion, they still pay you, and that's how you're getting on. Or you're just super sick, you don't even care you don't even care, you're not passionate about it, you're just sick at it, and you just do it, people pay you, whatever. Doesn't matter where you are along the spectrum, business, straight. And then we have this last category, and it moves ethereal in many other industries, but in music it's very clear. It's called music industry. And what separates it is it kind of involves the hobbyist, where you might have situations where you're willing to just work. You don't even care about getting paid. It's not about the money. It's the opportunity. Oh, I'm working with so-and-so. Oh, I just sent my beat to Lady Gaga or whatever, You didn't get paid. There's no real money, but the satisfaction of knowing your art is at an industry level, or it can be respected by an industry personnel. And like I said, that becomes ethereal because industry personnel create industry personnel. It's doing enough work within the industry for the industry that makes you industry, and that makes people want to work with you for them to become industry. So Clubhouse, you could see how that side resonates way more than the hobby and the business. But you could definitely find your niche with the hobby on Clubhouse or just the business. Right now, like I said, Maxwell's on there utilizing my cloud, my industry cloud, to set up his little business. Even though Maxwell Frith is a hobby, his existence is hobbyist. Or I'll be on tour right now, be doing live show performances. There'd be some complete energy in my face being chiseled, my body being completely chiseled just for your satisfaction versus my own journey. Like, I'm too chill for that shit right now. They would have to pay me a bag, bro. Max wants to do all kinds of fun work for me to actually care. That's why I'm allowing it. I'll allow him to go have fun in his downtime when he really should be sleeping, so I can go back to work and engineer the next day. Whatever. You want to go talk to people, billionaires who don't care about you. They just care about giving you value so that you see that they're valuable, so you follow them and stick around. How much energy you're going to have to suck from people as you follow them to actually make your thing blow so that I care, so I jump back on that energy? Well, we'll see. It's motivation all around me, so I'm not down in his plans. I'm just a bit skeptical because I really don't see Clubhouse as a long-term thing, so in limited time, and I think, like, supporting, I'm going to have to do the work that he's going to be out there saying I do. Like right now, he wants to add value to influencers, so now I'm going to have to do all this work to add value off of the word that Maxwell's going to be saying. I'm even letting him use my Instagram. He's talking to people right now through my Instagram instead of his own artist Instagram. It should be his artist Instagram connected to Clubhouse. This guy's so hungry to be an artist. Why isn't your artist Instagram connected to Clubhouse? Why is my Trilogy connected to your Maxwell Frith name? There should just be Trilogy on it. Like, no, you don't want just Trilogy. You don't want to talk to people. You don't want people to say, hey, Trilogy. You want them to say, Maxwell. Come with your conservative, soft up self. You're lucky that they don't see the picture of Grit Me and they're seeing the picture of soft up you right now. And then they come to my page and see my clout and just whatever. You're lucky. You're luddy. Anyways, yeah, like, so let me Google this because I've been hearing it. Every time I hear it at the wrong time. So I just want to Google this. No, I wasn't talking to you, man. This is just what I don't like. This is what I don't like, man. Technology stuff's too much because I wouldn't normally have to go through all this. I would just know it. But I just want to know the value from hearing that it's, yeah, so it's valued at $1 billion. That's crazy. You know, no one's making no money yet, but people are making money through the app. You know, beer people are announcing their cash apps and Patreons. Probably gonna do that. Figure out whether I want to have a OnlyFans or fan base or whatever. I'm gonna get it bopping, but I'm telling you, man, I'm learning a lot. So Maxwell, you better be ready when I'm. Yeah, if you're gonna do all this, you better be ready when I come back. You know what I mean? Cause that means, so I don't know, like, it ain't really ever gonna be like GMF. Like GMF is classic. That brand can't mash up. If I come back trying to scream, I almost mashed up trying to bring it back. You ever see Diddy try and bring back his old names? He only does it as a classic team. He's not saying, yo, call me Puffy Combs. Like, he's not telling no one to call him Puffy no more. If it's a Puffy thing, it's just a classic moment. They're bringing it, trying to create a nostalgic value. And then it's back to Diddy. They're calling him Diddy. You know what I mean? Until he comes with his next name. So, like, respect it. Like, GMF did crazy work for the city. Was not really respected for it in this day and age, but was respected for it back then. So now, Trilogy is just here. I don't give a damn, bro. All these niggas could act brand new on Clubhouse because of how real I am. It's soft. Maxwell's not even there for you guys. Maxwell's there trying to link to all next people all around the world that you guys are afraid to talk to. You guys have to be linked to them through some big person in order to talk to them. I don't have to do that. Kid Maxwell know how to talk to people. Years in church talking to people. So that's why it says the last remnants of righteousness. That's why I told you that line's hard. That line's actually hard. It's hard. It's actually a hard line. Poetically hard. Looking like trying to be a rapper for real. It's all hot you think. Anyways, so I don't even think the volume was loud enough for the way I'm talking. I really should be talking way louder. But the whole point is Clubhouse is a great app. For now, there is a dark side to it. It looks bright and shiny and sunny because you think like you just, you know, but you may end up spending money towards nothing. And I'm not saying these guys don't spend no money with nobody, but I feel like in this day and age, you know, you really gotta earn your stripes. Like, if I don't know who you are, like just off jump, then we should be down to collaborate. Especially if you don't know who I am off jump too, you know? We just do due diligence that we aren't joking around, and then we can do some collabs. And I think that's it. Like, outside of that, once you build up your name and people are coming to you, then you charge, of course. But if you come to people the way I'm coming to people right now, any opportunity, I'm down. I'm just down. So, you know, they're gonna expand. There's gonna be way more people on the app within the next couple weeks. I know for sure. I gotta get an iPhone because this iPad thing is not gonna make and keep Maxwell happy. This nigga's been bothering me for an iPhone for before the 12 came out. Now the 12's out, 11's cheaper. Like, he's like, why didn't you get it? Because nigga order of operation. So, you know, that's how we go. Battle in the mind, but Clubhouse is a good place to air it out, clear it out, and get some clarity for yourself. You know what I mean? If you're willing to be real, find yourself, be the type of person that can come on there and understand etiquette, you can get a lot of help. I'm telling you, meet a lot of resources, speak to some intelligent people, and get some information that help progress your whole team forward. So, you know, there's more I could say, but maybe that's a part 2 or something like that. It's a trilogy to you already know.